Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Sorry I haven't uploaded in a little bit. I wasn't feeling that well, I was a bit sick. So this video is going to be a little bit short because I don't have too much time, but I'm going to be showing you how to make a sign or how to put text on a part and a few other methods. So let's start. First way to put or to create a sign is you can just create a regular part. I'm going to make it a little wall, something like this. And then inside of your part you can hit the plus in the Explorer tab. You would like to search for something called a surface GUI. So this is like starter GUI, but instead of it being on your screen, it's going to be on the surface of this part, hence the name surface GUI. So let's say I put a text label. If I put text label inside of starter GUI, well actually I need to put screen GUI here first. If I put a text label in screen GUI, it's going to be on my screen. But if I put this inside of the surface GUI, it'll be on one side of the part. So now we can edit the properties of this part. Let's say we want it to cover the entire part. Then we just set its scale to 1,0,1,0, which is the full size of the part. And then you can set the position. You can change anything just as if it were a regular text label. So we can change the font. We can name it, say hello, and you can edit just as if it was a regular text. Oh, that's the wrong property. Change this back to black. I think he's going away. And then you can even remove the background, and then you have a simple text on a sign. So this is the first method of making a text. Just gonna spam so it's more filled. Another method is using this plugin if you would like 3D text. As you can see on this part, the text is 2D. It's just laying on the surface of this part, and it doesn't look that good, but it can be useful for some things. But I have this plugin here. It's called 3D text. I'll link it in the description. Basically, with this plugin, you can press activate cursor, and then this will put a little, reference point on your mouse. You can move it to where you'd like. So I'm just gonna put this on this side of the part, and then once you click, you'll be able to edit all the properties of the text. So in sample text, you can replace that, and then you can type anything you want. I'm just gonna type hello, and then just spam a little bit. Or actually, since it's a little bit bigger, I'm just gonna keep it at hello. Now there are many things you could do with this text. First thing you can do is change the font. There's quite a few fonts in here. I guess we can keep it to cursive looking font. And then you can adjust the tracking. Tracking is just the spacing between letters. There's other stuff like its rotation, which I don't really want to mess with that, as yeah, now it's upside down. I will fix that soon. Yeah, alright. Anyways, then you can edit the scale of the text, so you can make it larger. Obviously you can scale it with the regular Roblox scaling tools once you finalize the text, but this is just a way to scale it here. You can make it thicker if you don't want it to be a super thin, basically flat text. Then you can adjust the thickness to however you'd like. Something like this looks fine. You can adjust the color of the part, so you can make it yellow. You can use this color wheel to get precise colors, get any color you'd like. Part mode, special mesh, this just changes what these types of parts are. As you can see, if I change this to mesh part, they turn into meshes, and then special meshes, it changes. And if we go back to a mesh part, we can change this material, so we can make a wooden textured text, go cobblestone, and we can just change it to whatever material you'd like. And then once you've got your text how you like it to look, you hit finalize, and now you can close the plugin. You've got this text which you can adjust in any way you want. You can rescale it to be even larger than how it was. You can go through all of these parts and change those properties if you'd like to, but that's how you can make a 3D text. Now let's say you want to make a text that's like floating. Let's say you have a part and above that part it says like shop or something like that. So what we're gonna do is we're going to put down a part, and then let's just make this a little longer. Inside our part we're gonna hit the plus and we're gonna look for a billboard GUI. This is just another type of UI. So let's say we go to our billboard GUI and we insert text label. As you can see, there's a text label there, but it's inside of a part and you might not want that. If you want the text label or whatever you put inside of this billboard GUI to go above the part, you can go to the properties, you can go to studs offset, and you want to change the Y. That the Y would be going up and down, so if you increase it, it'll go higher up, but if you decrease it, it'll go under the part. I'm just gonna keep this at 1.5 as I think that's a good distance. Now you may see one thing, if you keep zooming out, the part or the label is going to keep increasing in size, and you might not want that to happen. So if you want to fix this, first you want to go to your billboard GUI, go to size, and you want to convert the offset to scale on both the X and Y axis. So for the X, I'm just going to set the offset to 0 and set the scale to like 3, or let's make that 2. I think that's a good size. And then we can do the same thing with the Y, so we can reset the offset to 0 and change the scale to something like 1. Now you may see that it's not increasing in size, but the label itself isn't scaled properly. So the way you would fix that is go to the property of the label and just change it to 1. And as you can see, now the label will be scaling properly and it won't be bugging out. And if you just want to get the text fixed too, just make the text to text scaled and your label should be looking fine. Then you can go ahead and adjust its properties however you want. Change its font, change its text to hello, or in this case it would look nice if it was something like shop as an example. Just make it green, and then you can obviously make its background transparent, and you can add multiple labels to this, but you might want to move them around instead of keep them all in the same position. So yeah, these are 3 different ways of putting text in your game that is similar to that of a sign. Hopefully this video helped you and hopefully you enjoyed. See ya.